All because the campus sweetheart casually mentioned she liked guys who wore white. My buddy took it straight to heart. Not only did he get me to lip sync for him, he dropped a serious amount of cash on a high-end white suit, all to catch her eye at the campus singing competition. But what he didn't know was that she had been my childhood sweetheart all along, and the white-suited guy she was always talking about was me. In my past life I was blind, dead set on chasing that cold, unattainable type. I even cut ties with my whole family for her, and in the end it crushed my childhood sweetheart. She left town with a broken heart. And I got the girl I wanted. I spent every connection I had building a path for her, only to be betrayed by her and my best friend. At the awards ceremony, my best friend kicked me down a flight of stairs. I died on the spot, and when I opened my eyes again, I had been reborn. Back to the very day my buddy begged me to lip sync for him, now with all my memories from my past life. I said yes without hesitation, then turned right around and texted my childhood sweetheart to meet up. When I got to the spot, Ning Bing was already there. She was leaning against a cherry blossom tree, long legs casually bent, holding a vibrant bouquet of red roses. I got closer and realized her eyes were shut. She looked like she was resting. That flawless face just hit me out of nowhere. I found myself staring. All these years I'd been so caught up chasing Liu Ruyan, I never noticed my own childhood sweetheart had become this stunning. I crept over quietly, trying to flick her on the forehead, but the moment my hand got halfway there, she caught it perfectly. Ning Bing slowly opened her eyes. My face was clearly reflected in her lazy, half-lidded gaze. The corner of her mouth curled into a smirk, trying to sneak up on me. I was a little caught off guard. Weren't your eyes just closed? Even with my eyes closed, I can smell you coming. She teased. Who exactly is insulting who right now? I grinned immediately, putting on my most innocent face. I'm complimenting your nose. It's impressive. Ning Bing took one look at my expression and knew I needed something. She lowered her voice. Go ahead. Why'd you drag me all the way out here? I laid out the whole plan. Told her I was going to pull something at the singing finals, but I needed to work around the student council president, Liu Wuyan. You're the only one who can make this happen. After all, half the buildings on campus have your family's name on the donor plaques. I told her every detail. I figured she'd at least hesitate. But she nodded without even thinking about it. That was easy. Almost too easy. I couldn't help but ask, aren't you even a little curious why I suddenly want to go after my own buddy? Doesn't that seem messed up to you? She could see right through my confusion. She reached over and flicked me on the forehead. You ungrateful little punk. What mess have you ever gotten into that I didn't clean up? I dig the hole, so what's the big deal? Right, as long as I wasn't running towards someone else. She had always given me whatever I asked for. I looked up suddenly and caught her gentle eyes. And all at once I remembered the sound of her crying at my bedside in my final moments in my past life. Raw and broken. My eyes welled up instantly. My voice came out a little shaky. Ning Bing, you're genuinely the best. The light and shadows on the ground were making me dizzy. I quickly cleared my throat to cover it. Well, since you're so great, don't I deserve a little reward? She smiled. Just call me Big Sis like yesterday and that was enough. She really never let that go. Normally I would never. But right now, I was too moved to care. Forget calling you Big Sis. I'll just officially make you my Big Sis. You treat me better than my actual sister does. I looked at her with total sincerity, but her expression went dark in an instant. She shut that down cold. No, why not? I pouted and joked. Are you afraid I'd become a bi-family insider and go after your inheritance? Ning Bing gave a light scoff. If you want to go after my inheritance, you don't need any of that. There's a much easier, faster, and completely legal way. What way? I looked at her completely puzzled, but she just kept grinning. That smile wouldn't quit, like she was enjoying some private joke. I had no idea what she was so smug about. Fine, don't tell me. I'm leaving. You're not going anywhere until you say it. Ning Bing threw herself right into my arms. If not Big Sis, then at least call me Bing Jie. I immediately got goosebumps all over. Bing Jie sounds way too much like a pet name for a girlfriend. That's way too cringe. Oh no, I didn't mean to say that out loud. Cringe! Ning Bing narrowed her eyes dangerously. Her expression turned to ice. Fine, forget the name then. I'll keep the reward on hold. You still owe me one. I shook my head dramatically like I was heartbroken. Ning Bing, you've changed. You're nothing like the sweet innocent girl who used to help me without asking for anything back. Now you're negotiating terms. But she just laughed softly. If I don't play a little defense, someone's going to swoop in and steal you eventually. Not long after, the annual singing finals at Jinda Exhibition Hall were packed wall to wall. School officials, student council reps, performers, fan groups, and media personalities all gathered in one place. At that moment, Ji Boxiao stood in the wings wearing a white suit, peeking through the gap in the curtain at the audience below. He was completely focused. His heart suddenly kicked into high gear. Ning Bing was actually here. The second she showed up, the whole room lit up. Even the principal personally got up to escort her to a reserved front row seat. Perfect. Front row meant she'd see everything clearly. The white suit he'd burned 2 months of his meal budget on was absolutely worth it. He straightened his lapels with a satisfied grin, then sent me a message. Bring everything you've got today. The whole crowd is here to see you blow them away. I saw the message, typed back 2 words. Relax. I'll make sure you get exactly what you want. Ning Bing. Since when do you care about singing competitions? Yunyan plopped down in her seat looking completely baffled. She pursed her lips. Honestly made no sense. This was a girl whose family hired professional performers for birthday parties, and she couldn't even be bothered to listen, let alone a casual a cappella student competition. Just then, the MC's voice rang out. Please welcome our final performer, Ji Guoqiao from Capital University, performing for us. Is this what love is? A voice rang out, pure and magnetic and otherworldly. The entire audience went still. That voice was unreal, absolutely jaw-dropping, and it was completely a cappella, Even Yunyanin, who couldn't care less about music, was floored. She looked at the average-looking guy on stage. How could a voice like that come out of him? She turned instinctively and noticed. Ning Bing had already closed her eyes. Her sharp features looked unusually soft in the stage lighting. Her whole vibe was calm and content, like she was completely lost in it. That into it. And the guy up there is wearing a white suit? Which just happens to be your favorite, right, Bing? The audience erupted in applause. Nothing but amazement and praise. Jiboxiao was soaking up every second of the attention. He even did a smooth little spin to show off the white suit, with a furrowed brow, playing the brooding, deep-feeling card. But right as the song built toward its climax, the voice cut out completely. Dead silence for 1 full second. What happened? No sound. Someone gasped. Wait, Jiboxiao's mouth is still moving. Is the mic broken? A few seconds later, Jiboxiao felt it too. He stopped in a panic, frozen on stage, pale as a ghost. A crew member rushed up to check the equipment. The mic is fine, so why did the audio cut out? Maybe try a different mic. No, it's fine. Jiboxiao quickly refused, forcing himself to stay calm. If the equipment is fine, I'll keep going. He even put extra emphasis on keep going. But the backing track stayed completely silent. That interruption threw me off, and I need a 10-minute break. Before he could finish saying it,